Hello everyone, welcome back to Never Turn Back Aid for Gaza, our 2-month long fundraising event for Gaza. Bright Hope's medical relief efforts in Gaza to be exact. If somehow you are not aware, allow us to inform you that Gaza, as the Gaza Strip is under siege by Israel, who have been they have been enacting their illegal genocide for a very long time, but they have been accelerating it these past 18 months, 19 months, 19 months. It sounds right. Yeah. And it's a horrific event. Gaza currently does not have any fully functioning hospitals. They don't have electricity. Israel's blocking aid and food and all sorts of things. Bright Hope is an organization that, well, they deal with a lot of humanitarian crises around the world, and the Gaza crisis is one of the things they are focused on, providing medical aid as well as required like hygiene and comfort items, blankets, mattresses, all these kind of things. They are getting into Gaza and providing for the people that need it there. And you can help by donating to our fundraiser, where everything goes directly to Project Hope for Tiltify. Not a cent you spend goes to anything else. You can also affect the stream by applying these donation incentives. We currently have a minimum kills run. There's a playthrough of Shadow the Hedgehog. One playthrough of Shadow the Hedgehog without killing anything that the mission doesn't require you to kill. We also have a Sonic Forces episode Shadow game swap that swaps the game out for Sonic Forces, and we have to play through episode Shadow. And newly added last stream, we have the 2-player battle tournament, which will be a tournament hosted possibly after the fundraiser, where members of our Discord server will be playing a tournament in Shadow the Hedgehog 2-player battle mode, which could be a lot of fun. If you want these things to happen, you can just write in your donation message that you want to add to these, and your donation will be withdrawn from the current amount listed. If you donate the entire amount, the incentive is met immediately. Alright, shall we head into the game, maybe? Okay. Hi, my mind is currently occupied by the fact that Fortune might be gone for good. Oh yeah, that happened. Okay, yeah, so, 2 days ago, 3 days ago now? It might be 3 days ago now. Forshan got hit with some kind of thing that shut them down. Honestly, our feelings on that is that it's 2025, and if we seriously thought Forshan was a current issue, that suggests you're not really up to date where the monsters are hiding on the internet these days, you know? Like, there was a time where Forshan was really like the place to go when it came to like being the worst kind of piece of shit human being. It was just because it was an easy place to be anonymous, and there are so many places that do that now. So like, while it's cool in the sense of like, oh wow, a legendary website is being finally likely dying out. Let's be real, Forshan hasn't been relevant in over a decade. But yeah, no, it's true. Apparently it might be dead, and seems like the last post might have been a fucking Minecraft movie meme, which is kind of perfect. Also, hello, Motto. Welcome to the stream. So, you can just post all your Nazi takes on Twitter with no consequence these days. Exactly. That's the thing, like... Yeah. So last time we did 68, which means that we're about to play 69. Nice. let's get into it, shall we? But yeah, like that's the thing, like 4chan as a community was never really a community. We say this as someone who frequented it a lot in the 2000s, okay? Like yeah, we weren't edgelord like tween. Oh, actually no, we were a teen when 4chan started. But like we weren't edgelord, like we like going on there seeing like all the taboo things that you weren't supposed to see on the internet. It was pathetic. Like yeah, we were that kind of person. And like here's the thing, like 4chan as a community was never really a community. It was like 100 different unrelated people, unrelated groups of people that just were utilizing the fact that they could be anonymous to do whatever they wanted. Sometimes that led to great things. Sometimes that led to horrible things. Most of the time it led to nothing and just like people thinking they were cooler than they actually were. But of course it became emblematic of just the worst things that exist due to how the lack of moderation led to bigots who at the time weren't really allowed in a lot of more moderated spaces. It gave them room to just be freely bigoted. If you wanted to be racist, you could just be racist on 4chan. You could hate queer people on 4chan. You could complain about feminism on 4chan. You could like do all those things because there was no moderation. But in reality, like, that also did kind of work both ways when it came to 4chan. Like, you could find incredibly queer, positive, and, like, progressive people who also were on 4chan because they didn't have to worry about content moderation taking these things out. So it was kind of a double-edged sword at the beginning. But eventually the bigots kind of, like, won over and became the face of 4chan. But now, these days, they're the face of every single fucking online community, so now, you know, it's whatever. No Fate Leaf. Happy you can see Westopolis again? Yes. Yes. The blindfolded run was a trip. We edited we did an edit on the YouTube channel. So like what we did was we included a clip of when the incentive is met. When we present the blindfold. And then we did every single death up until the time when we started the level and finished the level. And there were like 3 or 4 more deaths in between there, but they were during that one playthrough, you know? And we're happy with the video. It's like 20 minutes long or something, and we watched it. There are some boring moments, you know? There's some moments where we just sit in silence doing this. Or just like this. Like, not sure where we are. Not sure where we are. But still, we're glad we did it. It was a fun incentive, and we beat it. We beat it. We did not think we were going to do that as quick as we did. Actually, maybe we did when we wrote the incentive. After the first attempt, we were like, "Oh god, this is gonna take forever." So like, hearing the chime of that gold ring in that blindfolded run was like the joy we express. It's very real, you know. It was a fun incentive. Now here's hoping we can get the 2-player tournament. Although right now we're hoping for the Sonic Forces one. We think that would be a fun little palate cleanser.
Anybody who gets in my way is my enemy.
We're back on the modded version of the game now, by the way. We've been playing vanilla Shadow a little too long, so we decided to bring the dress back. Oh, we forgot to bring up the route we're taking. That could potentially be a problem. We know how it starts, but 69. Oh yeah, so we looked up yesterday when we will stop seeing Digital Circuit. Playthrough 96. You decided the 500 gold ended up? We haven't actually. We like, honestly, and now it's like so far past that we don't really know. We're really struggling with coming up with milestones that are like that. But like for now, we think there just might not be one. We might still do the review thing. That sounded like fun idea to look at old reviews. That feels like something we just want to do, like a winding down on like an evening stream or something, rather than like an event, you know.
I see. I can control which way this leads.
I mean, when we decided on the milestones, we didn't realize we were gonna have incentives running like this, and they have kind of replaced the milestones in a way. So maybe we don't need milestones. Maybe we can think of milestones if we actually hit 1,000. Because let's also be a little bit honest. The reason we had the karaoke one was because we really wanted to do the karaoke stream. It's not like we were like, oh no, we have to do a karaoke stream. Like, no. We wanted to do a karaoke stream. We just needed to find an excuse of where to place it.
Oh, Shadow. What a coincidence running into
But yeah.
I'm on a government assignment to track down the Chaos Emerald in the area. How about we both look for it together?
Fem Shadow and Rouge in the 69th playthrough. Just saying wink wink nod nod. Why do we say wink wink nod nod when we're on camera? We can literally do.
Look, that beam of light will let us get down safely. This is a light speed circle. Type that red block is a firewall designed to ward off intruders.
Tomorrow is getting nailed today. What?
Another firewall.
That seems to be a day that we have missed.
Out of the way.
Oh, it's because of Jesus, right? Oh, yeah, we get it. Our plans is to eat waffles with our family. We don't know. Maybe we'll stream in the evening. We forget. We think Oni might be streaming that evening, and we're trying to not stream when Oni is streaming because, you know, we like to be on each other's streams. But we'll see. Yeah, I think they have a Master Quest stream tomorrow evening. But we'll see. We'll see.
Think you can make
But yeah, so far the only plans are having waffles with our family.
Aw, stupid balls.
Similarly, we have April 20th coming up. That's a Sunday this year.
Can ride that
We might stream something for that. We can figure out something fun. 420 is interesting because 420 is also the anniversary of multiple Fire Emblem games for some reason. That's just one of those like random facts that we know. We once celebrated Fire Emblem on 420 by doing a 4 minutes and 20-second Let's Play of Fire Emblem The Blazing Blade. Which is our looser translation of the Burning Blade. Also Hitler's birthday. Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? For some reason we keep thinking Hitler's birthday is in July, but the reason for that is ridiculous. I mean, first off, yeah, there's no real reason to know Hitler's birthday, obviously, but like... So, there's like a, there's a moment in The Simpsons where I think it's Homer is like listing off birthdays that he remembers. Or at least he's listing off dates that he remembers, right? And he says something about a birthday being July 15th, which is our birthday. And we think it's like Lassie or something, like it's like a TV related thing, right? Because he likes TV. The Swedish subtitles, for some reason, said it's Hitler's birthday. So as a kid, we thought we had the same birthday as Hitler, and then we learned that it wasn't. But for some reason in our brain, Hitler's birthday is still linked to July.
Sorry about this, but I'm taking.
Yeah, that's just a wild subtitle error. Is it Lassie who has the birthday July 15th? Let's ask Siri and find out. Hey Siri. When is Lassie's birthday? Oh, when is Lassie's birthday? When is Lassie the dog's birthday?
Mr. President, we've received a report.
God, Siri is useless these days. We genuinely used to use Lassie. We genuinely used to use Siri for like those kind of trivia things quickly. But like in the last like 2 years, completely useless. Oh, we forgot our Kefia. Where's our Kefia? Oh no, it's here. It's on top of our shirt.
I wonder if there are any chaos emeralds around.
Hey Shadow, you know we're gonna fall over if we give it to you. We can wear it later. Put it over there. Something bunny related.
It feels like I've been.
But clearly that means we need to hold on, what are we doing? Neutral. Clearly that means we need to play through Wait, what? Wait, okay, hold on. So the scene you remember is Homer in a casino. He wants to bet on Marge's birthday, which he can't remember. So he remembers Barney's birthday, which coincides with Hitler's. However, this episode was later changed, so he instead lists Lassie's birthday. So the subtitle is like it's based on an earlier version? Wow! But Lassie's birthday is July then, and they changed it to July? Oh yeah, yeah! This is amazing! After the episode reran on the same day as the incidents of Columbine High School. No! Are you fucking serious? Wait, so they changed it, but then they changed it back? Apparently. God, this is amazing. That's fascinating. Oh well. Fadeleaf, since Easter wants something bunny related, well obviously that means we need to play Do You Like Horny Bunnies? Think YouTube would allow that? If you don't know, Do You Like Horny Bunnies is an actual game. There's 2 games in that series. It's a Japanese SEGA, of course. Of course, you would never actually play Do You Like Horny Bunnies on stream. Because it's a straight arrow game. You actually, we genuinely kind of want to like find some way to legally stream porn games, like in a non-porn environment. No, we're not like suggesting we're gonna do like edging content or whatever. Like, not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's not what we're talking about right now. It's like we realized yesterday that there's so many like really funny or fascinating porn games that you even with like censorship, you just could not get away with like playing them on YouTube or Twitch, you know? That's actually something we're looking into. We've been thinking about this for a while, but if you were on Oni's stream yesterday, when she played Zelda's Adventure, we mentioned during the stream, we went onto our Steam store page and saw an ad for a game called Friendship with Benefits 2, which is literally just borderline copyright infringement, arguably copyright infringement, MLP, eroge game. And apparently it's a sequel to a game that came out 5 years ago that's also on Steam. Anyway, that game, we were like, oh, this would be so much fun to stream. Like, see just how blatantly, like, if it gets even worse in regards to the copyright infringement, you know? But, like, we can't stream that. Like, we can't stream that on Twitch or YouTube. So that means we need to find another place to stream it. And that means you basically have to like stream on a porn site. Which, like, again, there's nothing wrong with that. But they're not exactly super safe or super comfortable to stream for all the time. So yeah, we're still trying to figure that out. I mean, we could just make it private stuff on Discord, you know? We could just stream it on our Discord to like private group. But that's not really the same thing.
Perfect.
Yeah, we think that would be fun. Especially because like there's like a lot of people when they think porn games, they just think of two things. They think of visual novels and they think of like porn simulators where you just like set characters with animations and have them go at it. But there are like complex RPGs and platformers and all kinds of varied genres of porn games that honestly kind of deserve proper respect, you know, as games. Not saying that visual novels don't. It's difficult to talk about this without in any way like coming off as like derogatory towards porn. We really don't want to come across as that because we really do think porn is great. Although the porn industry, not necessarily. It's just that it's really difficult to like talk about this stuff. Like explain why it's difficult to do things and why we feel it needs to be done without invoking some derogatory language. But yeah. Bunny Dungeon and Genso Wanderer. We think we do own... Do we own Genso Wanderer? We might own Genso Wanderer. Not sure. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, right now we don't know if we're gonna stream yet in Easter, but if we do and we feel like it, we might figure out some kind of bunny-related thing. Maybe we'll Fantasia Tinderbox into a Viera for the day and do the Easter event, Final Fantasy. In fact, yeah, okay, that is happening. We're doing the Easter event in Final Fantasy at some point this Easter. We're not starting Heavensward, which we have promised was gonna be the next stream, but no, we're not doing that. We are doing an Easter event. And you know, Mott, you say Hentai Doom. Don't know if you are joking or not, but like there is Hentai Doom, or eroge Doom. Multiple examples of it, in fact. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing the neutral story here, by the way. By the way, fascinating subject matter this stream so far. We've been talking about 4chan, about Hitler's birthday, The Simpsons, and now porn. You wasn't joking, you wouldn't directly call that. Yeah. If it's the one we're thinking of, it's the one with like really detailed pixel art sex for all the demons, which, you know, that's difficult work. Yeah, but if we ever do start streaming porn games, which, as we said, we are looking into, we would have some rules about stuff that we refuse to cover. Like, for example, we will not stream the Rans games, for example. We're not against those games existing. We're just not comfortable seeing them ourselves. And we'll leave it at that until it becomes a more relevant subject matter. But yeah. Getting back to bunny games. So leaving out the Final Fantasy XIV Easter event. What else would be like a good pick for an Easter game? You mentioned Against the Wanderer. Yes, the subject matter is straight people. No, the subject matter is rape. But yeah. Rather, it's no, we don't want to get into it because it is more it is more specific than that. But like, let's just like, we never keep these streams PG, but like, let's not get into it on this. Yeah, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, Easter games. Against the Wanderer, Final Fantasy XIV. That was cool. Is there a game starring a rabbit? Oh, Jazz. We played Jazz Jackrabbit. That could actually be really fun. That could actually be really fun.
You're not getting away from me this time, Doctor.
Not a bad idea at all.
Perfect.
What else do we have? Cream the Rabbit. You could play a Cream the Rabbit playthrough of like Sonic Advance 2 or something. Yeah, there's a lot of options now that you think about it. Rabbit characters are actually, we can play Sonic Superstars with the rabbit skin, the one based on an early suggestion for Sonic. What are we doing? Iron Jungle. We're still doing neutral. Okay.
Are you the original? If you are searching for Hyeon, he's fleeing aboard his airship, the Egg. If you wish to confront him, then help me ground his vessel.
Wait, is this really accurate? Yeah, it is. Okay. Shouldn't we be doing dark on this? Maybe that's what we did 2 rounds ago. Never mind. Silent Hill 3, yeah. That's a bunny game. Yeah, another thing we were talking about yesterday, it wasn't really apparent on the stream, but there's like a lot of like rabbit characters, but like you know what we realized yesterday? There's like basically no fucking games about playing as a Mesozoic dinosaur that are like big and popular. Like there's no like famous Mesozoic dinosaur video game character. That's kind of baffling. Before we say Yoshi, no, Yoshi's not an actual real Mesozoic dinosaur. Like that's what we're referring to here. And it's kind of shocking in a way to us. Like, everyone loves dinosaurs, and anthropomorphic video game characters have been popular since always. How is there not like a popular like T-Rex character, popular raptor character, or fucking Stegosaurus? Like, there are games where you play as these, of course, but like no like big video game mascot style character or anything. Yoshi's not a real dinosaur. Yoshi is a fictional dinosaur. If that counts, then Gon counts as well. Which, like, that's not what we're talking about. Yeah, we realized that as we were talking about like mascot platformers, when we were talking about various mascot platformers, we were like looking at the worst rated mascot platformers on Backlogged, and like you know, we realized like, huh, there's not a single dinosaur here, you know. You have lizards, you have birds, you have bunnies, you have hedgehogs, you have so many things, but no dinosaurs.
Now, Doctor, you will tell me everything.
Like the Sonic series have done so many various animals. No dinosaur. Well, no Mesozoic dinosaur. They've done birds. I think it's a shame. I think we need a cool Spinosaurus with an attitude. That's what we need. Like, there's plenty of popular video game characters that are like drawing inspiration from dinosaurs, or like Yoshi, or fictional dinosaurs, of course. Dr. Alphys is clearly inspired by dinosaurs. Hell, Susie in Deltarune clearly has some dinosaur stuff going.
An android? Me?
But again, like, there's no just like, here's this dinosaur species. We can have specific birds. Sonic series has ducks and hawks and swallows and albatrosses. There's no raptor. It's not like it wouldn't work. I mean, they have a fucking crocodile. If they can do crocodiles and they can do birds, they can do like a Mesozoic dinosaur. Maybe we need to change our Sonic OC. Maybe it shouldn't be a snow leopard. Maybe we should force a Spinosaurus in there.
I'll make you wish you'd never created me.
Or we could have multiple OCs. that's probably the better option. Yeah, sorry, we can't have this character anymore because other characters exist, so we want to make.
While grinding, pressing the X button will make
Shadow, Eggman is inside here. If you have a need to confront him, then assist me in my search.
And again, there have been like attempts at it. There's like what's like that Rex game for Mega Drive. The Chrome Dinosaur. You know what? You are not wrong. The Chrome T-Rex is like probably the most. It's probably the best example of a famous video game dinosaur that's actually like based on an actual Mesozoic dinosaur, which is.
This can't be. I'll make you wish you'd never.
Which is really sad, but that is true. That is absolutely true.
Control stick while grinding will let me lean toward other rails to jump.
It's also like, you know, the dinosaurs in like Primal Rage. They weren't really based on real ones. They were based on real ones, but they're still fictional species. So like, they don't really count either. And of course, they weren't really. Oh, that could have gone really wrong. They weren't really that popular. Like, Primal Rage 2 got cancelled for a reason. There's some other fighting games with them, but like, hell, like there are more kangaroos than there are dinosaurs. Yeah, that's true. That is true, actually. Zombie protagonists are not that common either. Then again, you have Yoshi. You know, like Yoshi is a dinosaur, But why couldn't they base Yoshi on... Why couldn't Yoshi be a baby T-Rex, you know? Why did Yoshi need to be a made-up Yoshizaurus, you know? That's kind of what we... Oh, we're fucking washed today. That's kind of what we're getting at. Like, it's so strange that, like, they wanted, like, Yoshi from Dinosaur Island, but they didn't want to actually have dinosaurs. Like, kids love dinosaurs, you know? They know dinosaur species, at least, like, the popular ones. Like, it's odd. It's odd.
Of my volcanic system are activated, my base's defenses will be set.
Hell, even Nanosar, like Nanosar, we love Nanosar, but like Nanosar changed its protagonist for Nanosar 2. So like, even that game couldn't like just establish a character as the titular Nanosar. It was like, nope. Nope. You're Pteranodon now. For some reason, even though that's not even a fucking dinosaur. But, yeah. The fucking Turok games, like... The Turok games have, like, named special dinosaurs sometimes, but they're all, like, one-off bosses rather than, like, recurring characters, you know? Like, you have, what's her name? Mama something in, Turok 2008. Yeah. Jurassic World's my favorite offensive? Yeah, no, absolutely. They did it with Blue, and like as much as we hate Jurassic World, that was successful. It was very successful. Blue is very popular, even among like people who dislike Jurassic World, and like they have Blue as a mascot at like the park, and like there's literally a fucking story following Blue. It's canon, you know? Jurassic World Blue is a thing that exists. But again, why couldn't video games do it? You know? Like there's plenty of non-video game examples. Like The Land Before Time exists, you know? Like, that's all about a bunch of dinosaurs and pteranodons. Popular with kids.
The doctor knows the truth about my existence. Nobody lays a hand on him except me. Perfect.
We said that the Sonic series don't do dinosaurs. They did do dinosaurs, technically. They did it in Sonic and Secret Rings, but only as environmental, like, obstacles to giant dinosaurs. Hello, David.
You did very well. I'll turn both of you into scrap with my latest and
Yeah, it's odd.
invention.
We really do think that with as popular as dinosaurs are, there should be more dinosaur mascots in video games.
It's time for missile fever. Stop that! No, not Shadow Fever. Death to all opposers.
Oh, nice bomb.
System is sent to whoever locks the third slot as the designated attacker.
movie style gameplay. Yeah, we have the movie-inspired Eggman skin on. Yeah, Moto. See, we're too much of a paleo nerd to not specify Mesozoic dinosaurs. Because yes, there's plenty of bird mascots. My favorite dinosaur mascot is the Duolingo bird. Like, yeah, no, birds are dinosaurs, of course, but like, Mesozoic dinosaurs is what we're talking about. Of course, like, colloquially, that's what people mean when they say dinosaurs, even though we wish that wasn't the case, but, you know.
Death to all who oppose me.
If you can land the slot reels on bomb or missile, you can attack Eggman.
No! My beautiful rings! Hey!
And the egg is cooked. Any other outfit? We don't really have any new outfits to use. We looked on the Game Banana thread earlier before the stream. There hasn't really been any new ones. There are not a lot of people modding this game, unfortunately. So like, the only model swaps we have is Shadow Android, Superstars Shadow, and Shadow in the Dress. We figured Shadow in the Dress now because we used Superstars last time.
Perfect.
Would love for them to add more, like it. But we understand why they don't. It's not exactly a popular game, you know? Alright, that was the one and only Over the Original Playthrough 69. Nice. Okay, let's prep for next one. Got to open up the file with the text data in. Just a sec. Yeah, Superstar Shadow is Shadow from Sonic Superstars. It's not like his idol outfit or anything like that. Sadly, that has not been added yet to this game. It is available in Shadow Generations and SE2. Alright. Go. Second verse, same as the first, except with the last mission.
Promise time, huh? Well then, time to go and fulfill this promise.
Actually, you know what could be really funny? You know how we've been talking a lot about how, like, Silver the Hedgehog's biggest issue is that he doesn't have a status quo from the future? Like, they need to set the story in the future so we get to learn what Silver's regular life is. Something else they could do if they want to be really spicy. Have a Silver story where he doesn't go back to the present day, but he goes back even further. Have like Silver go back to like the Mesozoic era, and there we meet a bunch of like extinct dinosaurs as characters. That'd be fun. Obviously, you don't need to have Silver to do that, but like it would be a fun way to do it if people really want more Silver stories. Ouch.
Man, no matter how many you defeat, they just keep coming. Shadow, give me a hand.
Radical Dude is painted after his favorite Sonic Adventure 2 stage. This platform is never placed well for that homing attack. Okay, now we understand why we miss these enemies sometimes. They don't spawn in if you're too fast. Interesting.
The building's coming down.
That one also hadn't spawned in until, well, he stood on top of him. I was kind of surprised by. No one has tried to claim that the Sonic movies are woke or showing that women are in Gun. Like, yes, we know there's a joke about that in the third film with Gerald, but like in this game and in SA2, every single person in Gun is a man.
Anybody who gets in my way is my enemy.
But like, Judge could totally try and claim that, you know? It'd be really fun to see them try. Of course, the actual reason there's no women in the military in this game is that they just wanted to recycle the same military model.
Attention.
And only have one voice actor for all of them.
What is this sensation? I feel weightless atop this light. I see. I can control which way this leads.
This is the information highway system that you call cyberspace. Delete the core program that controls the data flow, and the world will plunge into chaos.
Once again, we want to remind everyone that this is a fundraiser for Project Hope's medical relief in Gaza. If you can, please donate through the link on screen and in the description. A bunch of incentives that you can donate for as well, which will add more fun to the stream. If you can't afford to donate, that's understandable. Financial trouble is a very real thing. Don't worry about it, but please send the link, post the link around if you.
This is a light space.
Costs nothing.
Touch it. That red block is a firework designed to ward off intruders. Watch out.
And of course the regular stuff, like if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're watching it on Twitch, please follow and that stuff, because that means that it's gonna show up more in the algorithm, which is gonna lead more people to see it, which is gonna means that more people see the fundraiser. Doing all story routes something. Yes, that's the premise. All 326 story routes while raising money for Gaza. Specifically, we're doing it as a continuous event through the end of April. After that, it will be sporadic, mixed in with other streams. But yeah, we're doing it throughout. Like we're doing it every week throughout March and April.
Think you can make it down there?
Right now we're on number 70 out of 326.
Aw, stupid balls. Maybe you can ride that light that's flowing upward.
How many hours we have so far? These streams. I think we might have passed 100 now. Oh! Multi-donation is $15, right hope. Donating to Sonic Forces, also voting toward adding Dinosaur Adventure PS2 to Jurassic June. Okay. We will consider that. We do need to actually look at it first, but we will consider that. Let's update the incentive. We should pause the game. That means 25. Thank you so much, Moto. Yeah, no, there's plenty of people that have done all 326. One of our like our like most common streamer is Only Fox, and notice she frequently collaborates with someone that also did all 326 on stream. Yeah, we started doing more 100% completion stuff lately. So like we've done 100% completions like Adventure 2, Alone in the Dark. We thought this would be a good fit for a fundraiser because it's very monotonous. So like it's like after a while it just kind of becomes background noise and you can talk about whatever. And because it's like so monotonous, it's not really super fitting for a regular playthrough. Like if we were just sitting for 500 some hours playing Shadow the Hedgehog just for ourselves, it would probably feel like more of a waste than if we're doing it for a good cause. So doing a fundraiser with it, and also adding some fun incentives to spice things up helps.
Sorry about this, but I'm taking this emerald. Perfect.
Currently 7 runs away from a new level. Exciting. When did we last see a new level? Like playthrough 45 or something like that? No, Prison Island came up later. Prison Island was 54, maybe?
I know this place. It feels like I've been here.
This place used to be a human military base, and they still maintain a presence.
Hey, Shadow. I gotta ask you something. Vector told me that he wants me to find 5 top secret discs. But what's a top secret disc?
Okay. We didn't.
This yellow water. Frosted by using one of those floating discs. Yahoo! Whoosh! Try not to crash, okay? This thing is way too fun.
Carmen, you're not even riding on this. Why do you think it's fun?
Everywhere. Wonder if beating up all those guys will make this cave. Alright.
That alien that we just shot that was close by, his spawn trigger is like here. You jump over that platform, he doesn't show up. It's one of the toughest long time. We do want to play more Toho stuff on stream. It's been a while since we streamed Toho. We haven't streamed a Toho game since Toho 17. We know Against the Wonder is a fan game, but we want to play both fan games and the originals.
Look, it's those evil creatures. Go and smash them all up.
Behold the ultimate power!
The game I really liked was Toho Spell Bubble. That was the puzzle bubble style Toho fan game. Really good one. Provided you like puzzle bubble, aka Buster Move. Yeah, we have the Toho Spell Bubble on Switch. So fun. Every time we play it though, we just remind of how perfect a collaboration it would be if Puyo Puyo did a Toho collaboration. But instead, they just want to do Tetris over and over. Which, let us be clear, Puyo Puyo Tetris is good, but like Puyo Puyo is great without Tetris, and Puyo Puyo with some Toho stuff would be amazing. There's so much character overlap in those two series. And there was like some kind of fan one like 20 years ago, but like perfect. I think it's like very, very like simple. Jason's great. Our favorite cat. We have a lot of. I mean, we love the entire cast, but like, favorite characters in Toy is so difficult. Yachie is one of our faves. And she's barely in any games. She's a pretty recent character too. She was introduced in 2017.
Blue sky, staring at it from afar. Have I seen it before?
Like, we also love characters that are only like in the manga, the official manga. Of course, we love like the more typical ones too. Like Marisa and Reimu are the leads for a reason. You know, they're both amazing characters. Fucking love them both. Yeah. Can basically like should we should, you know what, we should do a Toho character sorter on stream. There's gotta be one. We say that, but we had to make the Sonic character sorter ourselves, so maybe there isn't one.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that could be fun. There's one, you just found it. Awesome. We can do that as a break after this playthrough. That could be fun. It reminds us, we need to check if they decided what the next Sonic Stadium hole is gonna be. They talked about doing more of those, but like with other categories. Still Sonic categories, but like not just the best game. Remove non-girls. No, you need to have the non-girls so they can end up at the bottom of the list.
Behold the ultimate power. Try going down.
Yeah, we're doing neutral missions. It's a very neutral playthrough right now. It's neutral missions on everything except Stopless at the moment. And then next playthrough we're gonna be doing hero mission on Iron Jungle, which we don't even remember what that is. Oh no, that's blowing up Eggman's balloon. That one's really annoying. Oh.
The weather gets a bit turbulent on the inside of the cloud. Use the B button to attack, just like with a lock-on weapon.
Let's see, what do we do after that? After Iron Jungle hero. Next change is Sky Troops hero. Oh, yeah, and then Prison Island hero, and that's when we get a new level. Wait, no. Sky Troops hero level's there. Is that Lost Impact? No, it's not. No, that's not Lost.
This time, Doctor.
Hold on. Cosmic Fall. Ugh. Cosmic. Hate Cosmic.
Perfect.
Yeah, 2 Cosmic Fall runs, and then it's Space Gadget 4 runs, or 6 runs, and then finally get Mad Matrix. Yeah. Wait, what? That sounded like way too many runs. Oh, 79, not 77. We've been saying the wrong playthrough all the time.
Shadow, I need to get back to my base and restore order. Help me get away from
Playthrough 79 is when we're getting a new level.
The original. If you are searching for Hyeon, he's fleeing aboard his airship, the Egg Balloon. If you wish to confront him, then help me ground his vessel. Accelerate by pressing the X button while grinding. Detecting Eggman presence within Egg Balloon.
Oh!
Confirmed. Multiple targets detected on Eggman combat robot detected. Destroy all robots.
We were just about to say, wow, we saved that, and then
Multiple target Eggman combat robot detected. Destroy all robots. Enemy mech units repelled. Eggman robot eliminated. Boost on. Continue assault during parachute. Human vital signs detected. And attack craft Bigfoot approaching.
okay.
Unit sighted. Remove threat immediately. Enemy mech unit repelled. Error. Unable to detect.
Nice.
Power base this size has gone undetected. Error. Eliminate all enemies. Shadow's copy
No!
of that is unacceptable.
And that's our chaos control wasted.
Shadow, get on board.
Fuck! Shut up, Omega. Literally skipped the most annoying session with that chaos control. It was perfect. Of course, we didn't get this checkpoint, so. Are the shadow androids this time? Or a song store there. We no, that one we can't do. We would love to. It has amazing music, but we don't remember tunes that well, because we don't hear them that well. We're hard of hearing. So like, unless it's songs we've listened to like outside of playing, we likely haven't like remember them. Like we haven't memorized them. It embeds the songs? Okay, well in that case we could do it.
That's the entrance to the doctor's base. Now, Doctor, you will tell me everything. Perfect.
This is what you get for turning against your master.
Yeah, do it.
You asked for it.
We're a little too slow there. Then again, it works out because let's do this instead. Oh, that was
Next time we meet,
uh,
you will be
that was a
so
terrible
lucky.
run. Wow,
You wait and see.
16 seconds. That's 4 seconds above our fucking par.
An android? Me? I don't believe you.
Not par, PB.
Perfect.
The Toho soundtrack we've listened to the most is honestly Toho 4. Yeah, I think it's Toho 4.
I'll make you wish you'd never created me. Using the control stick while grinding will let me lean toward other rails to jump to. While grinding, pressing
Now we're doing
the
hero missions.
do a 180 to gain a burst of
Shadow, Eggman is inside here.
It's still so fucking funny that if you follow Omega's instructions, you don't get to play this mission, where Omega continues his mission. This level is great. This is one of the best levels in the game.
damn, not here.
We're so fucking washed today. What are we doing?
Using the control stick while
I'll blame it on not having eaten breakfast today.
jump to.
I'm gonna do that after stream, which makes it lunch. But, yeah. First meal of the day, still breakfast.
While grinding, pressing the X button will make me do a 180 to gain a burst of speed.
Shadow,
Yeah, we know.
inside here. If you have a need to confront him,
We did it last mission because we were annoyed at Omega telling us not to kill the robots, gun robots. There.
Eggman robot eliminated.
Let's do the
Off to the right.
door to get more ammo.
Does not compute. Data non-existent on unidentified object. Use X button to object airborne without use of thrust or engine components. Does not compute.
Shadow. Doc has surrounded my base and has tried
Okay.
With my lava magma.
Fine. We don't need to press down. We know what the mission is. Like, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, like, whatever. We have the cast control, but we're not gonna use it yet. Okay, is this we have to use it? Yes, yes it is.
Behold the ultimate power.
Looks like this.
Like, if you actually activate the generators in the first two, and actually get further with the air saucer, but it's not really worth it. It's not that much faster. Actually, it's not even faster because it always takes a few seconds to activate the generators. I think we recognized hearing about that more, yeah.
Grab those bombs from his hand before they explode.
I mean, that is a very Zun thing to do. U48? Not too bad. Bad start aside.
Doctor, at last I'll hear the truth from you. Perfect.
Nice to see you, Shadow Android. I'll turn both of
We
you
need to
into
retexture this
scraps
model. We
with
haven't done
my
that yet.
greatest invention.
Final target confirmed. Commencing combat.
Get ready for a real blast. It's time for missile fever. Stop that.
Ooh, rings.
Beautiful rain.
You can the slot reels by hitting the button on its brain.
We don't see the code behind this ball. It's like, it's not purely random.
Death to all who oppose me. Stop that.
The mech's automatic system is set to whoever locks the third slot as the designated attacker. In other words, by stopping the third reel yourself, you can deal an attack against Eggman.
That's it. Now you've asked for it. Stop that.
You need some kind of weapon to strike at Eggman's cockpit.
Stop that. No, not Shadow Fever. Death to all who oppose me.
Ugh, rings again.
No, my beautiful rain.
If you can land the slot reels on bomb or missile, you can attack Eggman.
Stop that.
Yeah, there's definitely a higher chance of rings after you do damage. They don't want you to get like a bomb and missile, bomb and missile, bomb and missile. Same thing with Shadow Fever. Always seems to be a higher chance as well. Unless you have it.
Sorry, Doctor, but this is...
But you never get 2 rings in a row. Unless you abort the ring.
Perfect.
I don't think you can ever get 2 of the same in a row at all. Yeah, it's an interesting boss. We wonder what the code looks like. That was number 70, Machine Sunshine. Alright, let's take a break and do a Toho Sorter. Been a while since we had a break. Yeah, the last break was prepping the blindfolded run. Shit, okay. Break time. Toho Sorter. You posted a link up here, right? Yeah. That. Screen it. Where? Oh god, this is tiny. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Does it look? You see it? Yeah, that works. Okay, let's go. Oh. There'd be a better way to look at this. That work? That works. Yeah, we're doing most after the break. Okay, we're starting with Keiki and Rikako. Keiki. SEGA Yuki. Okay. There you go. Junko Orin. Oh, this is okay. Now we're getting to this. This is difficult. Okay. Rin. Yukari. Mailing. Puto. Inaba. Ooh. Oh, ooh. Okay. Okay. Wakama. Takero. Inaba. Army. Shinyoku mail. Kyoko. Ah, yeah. Emilia Scarlet, of course. Meira. Ooh, this one is actually difficult. This one's actually difficult. The chicken wins. Oh, Renko or Diose? Renko. Sorry, Diose. Sorry, Diose. You were one of our original faves, but like, sorry. Ooh. The drunkard or the cool one? Cool one. Chen. Hisami. Blunder Scarlet, of course. Byakuren. Benben. Hey, it's Marza! Hekachiya, of course. Sanai. Okay. Okay. Miko is likely gonna be number 2 on this list. So yeah, Miko. Ellie. Sakuya. Ooh. Okay. Clumpies. Sorry, Marble. Maybe. Isome. Nitori. Raisin manga. Specifically the manga version. Okay. Yeah, sure. Battle of the Green Hairs. Maybe Yoka. Patchouli Knowledge. Oh, okay, now we're getting recurring characters. Keiki or Urumi, they're from this. Are they from the same game? They're both from 17, right? Anyway, it's Keiki. Urumi. Oko. Yeah. There we go. Rin. Junko. Kassen. Kassen is one of our faves, so. Yukari. Ooh, oh shit. Oh shit. This is a hard one. This is really hard. Mailing. Done. Yo. Alice. Inaba. Hyeon. Kokoma. Yeah. Oh, Raiko. After Inaba. Longi. Yeah, no, that's what we meant with the manga version, like not version, not variant, but like, yeah. Tenchi. Oh, Saki. Oh, our fave! There she is! There she is! Best girl! She's winning this entire thing. Yachi. Okay, I don't know. Marlin. Kurumi. Aya. Okina. Rin. Emilia Scarlet. Gengetsu. Meira. Kanako. Miyoi. Iwatari. Toriyama. Renko. Shirno has not appeared yet. Interesting. I say. Koma. Okay. Yuyuko. Ken. Luna Child. Mireko. Flandre. Ah. Thank you. Byakuren. Yuri. Can we go up to like we do it 20% at a time? We'll do up to 20 and then we'll take a break because this is gonna take a long time. Watsuki no Toy. Ben Ben. Marisa. Ai. Hey, Reimu! First time! Hekatia. Sanae. Miko! Lily White. Wriggle Nightbug. Ellie. Yeah. 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 Oh, there she is. There she is. 17 is Wily Beast and Wicked Creature, right? I don't know. Nitori. Ringo. Oh, we're 20 now. Okay, well, when it crosses over to 21, we will stop. There, 21. Okay. Taking a break from the break. Back to the game. And yeah, the 20th Toho games come out this year, and it's only gonna have Marisa and Reimu as playable characters, allegedly. Yeah, we're kind of excited for that. As we said, we really want to play more Toho, but like, there's so many things we want to play. You know, we have the Ultima retrospective coming up. We have Jurassic June coming up. We have Expedition 33. We have Oblivion Remastered. We need to finish the Veilguard. There's a lot of things. Team Sonic Racing. I'll be grabbing the rings. But yeah, how do you feel about our ranking so far of the Toho characters? Out of the ones you know, since you just said you don't know all of them. Which is fine, of course.
Nice going, Shadow. That's the ticket. Yeah, smash him up. Hey, Shadow. That's one of with that Chaos Emerald, you can unlock unlimited power.
Wait, which game? You mentioned too many games in that. You need to be more specific. Toho? No, we've done that before. Also, I mean, we've also been doxed, but like, not sure what you're talking about. We streamed we streamed Toho 17 to the ending. Yeah. No, like, there are people who are really shit about that. In particular about the PC98 ones, to be honest. But also, like, fuck them. What are they gonna do? Like, dox and stalk us? We already, like, know everyone involved in Toho, Sweden. Like, good luck trying to do that and not having us actually, like, report them to the police. Yeah, we have streamed the ending of Toho 7. But it was brand new. Like, within a month of when it came out. And no one fucking cared. There's a few people that are really obnoxious about it, but like...
Anybody who gets in my way is my enemy.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And like, we do agree that there should have a different you should have a different like view of a project, like that's like self-published versus like a big like commercial project by a company in regards to like what you do with transformative work, such as a translation project. But also, like, we can't pretend Toho is a small little no one heard about it franchise, you know? Fucking, it officially became corporatized a few years ago. Hello, Lich.
I can control which way this leads.
So like, yeah, no. Misses with the, oh no, don't do fan translations of Toho shit. Like, get over yourself. We buy the games, we support Zun. If he's not happy with that, then he can bring it up to us personally. Very much. He doesn't need fan crusaders.
Oh, Shadow. What a coincidence running into you here.
Yeah, we saw. That reminds actually. It reminds me of a thing we saw the other day. Someone was talking about like bad fans in the Sonic fandom. I mean, there's plenty of things to talk about there, you know. But one of the things they mentioned that's like a bad fan thing was taking money for fan projects, like paid fan projects, and we were like, no, get the fuck over yourselves. Paid fanzines have been a thing since the 60s, technically even earlier, but that's when it became like a big thing. People should be allowed to say, hey, I made this, I want some money for it. But yeah, like people like that just suck. Like, companies, IPs, etc., don't need your fucking defending. They do plenty of it on their own. Let people be. In fact, that kind of attitude just drives people further towards piracy, you know? The best thing you can do to avoid people obtaining things in like illegal or unofficial way is to provide an easy accessible option officially. If people want to charge for their fucking Sonic fan game or their fucking Undertale magazine or whatever fucking else they want to do, let them. They're not forcing you to buy it. They're not claiming ownership of the IP. And even if they were, you're not the fucking lawyer of SEGA. Like, fucking drop it. It sucks that, like, so much of, like, the younger era of fandom right now is, like, full of like, Puritans and, like, parasocially obsessed fandom police that like just want to like strengthen the brand in the way the corporations. It fucking sucks. Like, yes, fan art has always existed in a gray legal zone. It is technically illegal to make fan art. But, like, that's not a good thing. And defending the corporations on it? No. The moment you do that, you are effectively, like, a bootlicker as far as we're concerned. Kind of went away from the Toa thing. Because Toa, of course, very famously does allow for...
Damn, not here.
Okay. For transformative properties in that way. But yeah, like, just so frustrating. Because, like, fandom is such a creative force that strengthens what a thing is, you know? The people that want to just like make it worse.
There it is. That's the Chaos Emerald owned by the government.
That's odd. There definitely are transcripts of several of the endings on the Toho wiki. Like we have absolutely read them multiple times. Like, because like we often cite them. Because there's there's all those annoying alt-right Toho fans that like say the series isn't gay and stuff. We always cite like all the various textual gay stuff from, well, literally the first game, but in particular Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, where like Marisa explicitly says that she's gonna introduce Flandre to a girl to make up for the fact that she doesn't have any romance in her life. You know? Like, she is, like, effectively, like, trying to set up Flandre and Reimu on a date. That's in the fucking first non-PC98 game. It's textual, it's explicit, it's in the ending. And that's definitely on there. So was our other thing. This level is good as long as you don't fall off the ledge. You can run on this green sludge, unlike the lava or the purple sludge. You take damage, but you can run on it. That actually does make it a lot easier to deal with. I think that's a good talk to do. Get control. Yeah. It definitely was, especially like in the 2000s, it was very common for like Westerners to get into Toho through things like the flash animations, songs, and having no context for it as a game. The problem is that there were some fans that wanted to keep it that way for no good reason other than like feeling entitled to being special snowflakes that like actually we shouldn't use that term because like it's loaded with like how big it's used, but like being special for like elitism. It's elitism. It's like special elitists for like having found out about this niche rare Japanese game that, you know, is far from niche in Japan.
I found it.
You saw the same thing with a lot of visual novels. Like so many of the visual novels that were popular in like the early 2000s with like that crowd, many of which were dog shit, but like they were painted up as these like special, you couldn't understand them, these are for specially like chosen people that appreciate true art. And it's like fucking Chaos Head. Okay. Speaking of, we're selling the Kickstarter edition of Clannad. If anyone's interested.
This blue sky, staring at it from afar. Have I seen it before?
I think it's up for 1800 Swedish kronor, which is less than it costs to buy on eBay.
Oh, Shadow. Fancy running into you again. There's got to be some kind of peculiar power source that's keeping these ruins afloat. Find it and destroy it.
Gun left some kind of vehicle.
What is your favorite Iosis Toho song? We're basic as fuck. Our favorite is probably still Marissa Stole the Precious Thing, to be perfectly honest.
I can maneuver a bit while descending with this parachute.
Of course, we like the gay one. There's more than one gay one! But yeah, of course. Iconic. Oh yeah, Shino's perfect math class is really good, actually. Grey, Rabu, Darega, Darega can't be alive without you. Oh, why don't I miss you a lot forever? Not even just that, like, we talked about this earlier before you came back, Fateleaf, but like, literally the first Toho game, the original first Toho game from 1995, released in 1996, has, like, textual lesbianism in the script. Like, it was already there. Like, it's always been there, and it's so funny how, like, there's still people that try to claim there isn't. Yeah. We're on the subject of Toho right now. We're doing a Toho character sorter in between every run right now.
These ruins are a bit more fussy than I expected. I detect that firearms won't be any good against those shields. Find them directly.
Ouch. That was a terrible bit of maneuvering there. Yeah. Big Moon Meta, and then like in Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, you have the Marisa, I'll hook you up with a nice girl to shine ending for Flandre. And of course, there's plenty of other things too, but like, yeah, always been there, always gonna be there. Let's be in franchise, deal with it. Ugh. I have to do Cosmic Fall soon. We don't want to do Cosmic Fall. Cosmic Fall sucks. Do we have the A rank on Cosmic Fall Dark yet? We don't, right? We need to do that as well. We need to actually try and get an A rank. Ugh.
You're not getting away from me this time, Doctor. Perfect.
Wait, do we have the A rank? No, we don't, because it's easy to get good time, but it requires getting hero point. Maybe we should like do that and try and get an A rank with only the time bonus by like dying at the end. The checkpoint. Maybe. All right, we are attacking Eggman's. Yep.
The original. If you are searching for Eggman, he's fleeing aboard his airship, the Egg Balloon. If you wish to confront him, then help me ground his vessel.
Mega, out of the way. Oh, Tusk the Erin is great.
Egg Balloon ascending.
We're genuinely super basic. Like our favorites, as we said, are My Stole the Person thing, and like if we're talking fan arrangements in general, then like it's Bad Apple. You know, they're classics for a reason, you know?
Target acquired. Egg Balloon identified. Commencing attack. Ballistic damage confirmed on Egg Balloon. Continuing assault. Detecting Eggman presence within Egg.
Bad Apple is a staple for karaoke at NARCon, actually. Always sing that. Mostly the Japanese version, but sometimes the Christina V English version. We do genuinely think it's a really good version. Ouch.
Multiple targets detected on radar. Eliminate Eggman combat robot detected. Destroy all robots. Boost on. Continue assault during parachute descent. External attack. Balloon shields damaged. Continuing assault. Eggman net unit sighted. Remove threat immediately. Enemy net units repelled.
There been a Toho musical yet? Like an actual musical?
On board.
Stage production with like songs telling a story? I guess that would be really like something you could definitely do, even using like the official video game tracks as backing music. Japan loves musicals.
Eggman robot eliminated.
Omega said Eggman robots eliminated. We heard Eggman's pronouns eliminated, and we're like, okay.
The ultimate power.
Shit.
Descending. Egg balloon has separated into 2 sections. Destroy target.
Damn, really thought it was gonna be enough to blow it up.
Increase pursuit speed.
Of course, everyone would have pronounced him by the feminist, which is not a mistranslation, by what people say.
Mission complete.
You can't escape me, Doctor. I will find the truth from you. Perfect.
Cosmic Fall is up. 8 Cosmic Fall. First level in the game. Not even a contest. Might be the only actually truly terrible level in the game.
This is what you get for turning against your master. Oh, you asked for it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Time.
Eggman is out of attack range. Find another method of attack.
Ugh.
Time we meet,
2 seconds above
so
PB.
lucky. Just you wait and see.
We jumped out at the wrong moment.
An android? Me? I don't believe you. Perfect.
Okay, so our plan for A rank here is to basically play it as if we're doing the hero mission until the goal ring, and then find a checkpoint, die,
Maria was
and hope that the time is enough to give us an A rank. That's the goal right now.
The professor created.
Getting more keys. What? Getting more keys would be nice as well, but we have no idea where they are.
Is this whole place collapsing?
There.
Looks like the whole arc is falling apart around me. All of the past levels are collapsing.
This level sucks!
Not here. Is this whole place collapsing? Looks like the whole arc is falling apart around me. The scale of destruction, it's massive, more than I imagined.
Look, Shadow. Once our army attacks, the Ark will fall. You must hurry on ahead and get to
Okay.
the Cross Emerald.
So basically, this is a little bit annoying because like there's an exact number of alien enemies that you have to and you have to kill all of them to get chaos control where you want it. For the dark mission. For the hero mission, you actually want it later, but you didn't do the dark mission. I think we already have the hero mission A rank actually.
Our giants, heralded for their pure strength, form the core of our army. Look down.
There before, but our favorite Toho game is Toho 17, Wily Beast and Wicked Creature. That's the one with the Yakuza in Hell plot. All the animal spirits. Oh, okay, we didn't die at least.
That transport is still active.
Well, if it isn't Shadow! We've got to make it to the computer room before this place collapses! Think you can give me a hand?
The humans are powerless to stop us. Destroy them all.
Okay.
Behold, this place is doomed.
What the fuck? We lost our homing attack! Oh, that's the A rank in the gutter. We hate this level too much to just do a restart immediately.
What are you doing, traitor?
Shut up, Doom.
Jump.
Our favorite piece 98 character. I guess we can't just answer Reimu or Marisa, right? That would be kind of boring. Although purple Reimu, love it. Love purple Reimu. But
Is falling
sure.
with us. Hurry and find it.
Guess we'll find out when we look at the results of the character sorter. Yeah, you and me is fun.
Do you want to jump? Go down.
I mean, we would say so.
You should
They are depicted slightly differently, you know?
grind along it.
Yeah, so this enemy would have given us chaos control, but it's not happening now, is it?
The power plant is still active.
That would have given us like a time stop with chaos control here. Which like it's not a lot because like we're almost at the end already, but something. Every time we forget that! Every fucking time! And if we had the crystal, we wouldn't have had to have done that! Oh, we hate levels so fucking much.
Where am I from? Where am I going? Soon, the truth will be revealed.
That basically confirms we would have gotten the A rank if we hadn't died. Yes, our hero score would have been greater, but we would have gone to the next checkpoint and then died, which would have annulled that, and the time bonus would have been enough to give us an A rank.
I will not allow you to defile my grandfather's legacy. Now you get to see the destructive power of my strongest creation yet. No, I think you made him mad!
This is the only boss final boss we fought this game so far. Reruns all the Meg Dealer. This is pretty usual though. Yeah, 4 egg deals in a row is standard when you're in the middle. Really? He moved faster? Fuck off! Toho Soccer? Never heard of it. We have no idea what the first Toho game we were aware of. Probably Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, but we're not sure. That's the third ring one!
To all who oppose me. Hey, stop that! No, don't drop them here. What? No, this can't be.
That sounds cool.
Be gone. I will not allow you to defile the Ark with your presence. Perfect.
Alright. I was 71. Life is Guilty. Our favorite Square Enix franchise. Alright, break time! Look up Toho Soccer. Okay, yeah, sure. Toho Soccer Sakuya Okay. Oh, it's an RPG Maker game. Love how it took 1 frame for us to realize that, by the way. Damn. We might have to play that. We might have to play that. That's amazing. Alright. Picking up where we stopped. Alright. Another 20% of this character sorter is coming up. We have Suwako versus Mei Ling. This is a really hard one. It's a really hard one. Ultimately, we're gonna have to go with Mei Ling. Sorry, Frogo. Shiari Momoyo. Foto. Melancholy. Alice. Okay. By the way, when did Raiko appear? Hold on. Horikawa Raiko. He first appeared in Double Dealing Character. When did that come out? 2013. The same year as the Love Live anime. Because we have always felt that Raiko looks like Maki from Love Live. She's a drummer, which Maki is not, but like, come on. Look at that hair. Anyway, it's Raiko. Akuma. Kagura. Dongi. Nothing. Saki. Enishi. Arumi. Oh, Yachi. I'm a Berlin person, whatever. Aya. Kurumi. Yoko. Oh. This is like top 10 characters against each other. So like, this is really difficult. Boobs or vampires? Ada. Oh, fuck! Can't do this to us. Chicken or blue whale? Chicken or blue whale? I have to go with the dinosaur, right? I have to go with the Oh, these two characters is an interesting matchup. This is like some these two are very much on the same wavelength. Yeah. Oh, now yeah, this is another difficult one. Gonna Jujutsu-Jen. Guy. Oi. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Sumerico. Oof. Yakram. Yuri. Senben. Misty is not that low. Misty is not that low, don't worry. There's a lot of characters here. Okay, shit. Hold on, we need to... We need to ask the beans. We need to ask the beans. Okay. Okay. Reimu Bean. Who should we vote for? Reimu? Marisa Bean. Who should we vote for? Anyone but Reimu. Okay. That helped a lot. He's not gonna go on the... No, you can hang with Shadow. That's the only Toho thing we have here at our partner's apartment. This is difficult. It's gonna be Reimu in the end. It's gonna be Reimu. Ooh. Yeah. Ah, shit. Nightbug. Oh no! No! The first time there's not a girl to pick. Guess we don't know. Do we know the gender of the catfish? Is that something we know? Here's the thing. We don't dislike Rinosuke. We don't. We just like him less than all the girls. It's perfectly fine to be a tired, old, retired gay man living in the afterlife. The shyness god of calamity. That sounds male. Yeah, you know what? He is fish, but Rinosuke is actually a good character. As long as you don't let the heterosexual fans write doujins with him, he's a good character. Sakuya. What's that then? Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Jackie Bunky or Mike? We know it's Mike. Mike. I mean, Mike is Mike. But Jackie Bunky. Then Mike. Kirno! Plumpies! We love all these girls, but if there's one thing we wish we could tell Zune, it's lay off the blonde characters for a few years. There's too many of them. Barry wins. Sorry. Oh. Ugh. Oh. Bingo. Oh shit. Actually. Icky. Then Moko. Passen. Oh. See, this is what we mean. Too many blonde characters. Create. It's create and oh no, right? That's the other word that can appear, right? Oh no and create, we're pretty sure. Oh fuck. Ugh. Sorry, Alice. .41, we're switching back to game, by the way. Okay, this is gonna be what we look at after the next playthrough. Actually, no. No. Let's go to 51 because we just realized it's later in the day than we normally play. So let's continue a little bit longer. Again, so many blondes against each other. Yes, but a lot of them have been made since then. Actually, PC98 color palette was not that limited. PC88, on the other hand, was pretty limited. Again. Oh yeah, our favorite Toho character is the blonde girl with yellow eyes and a hat with a bow on it. Oh, and she has a bow here as well. Kind of like short blonde hair. Yeah. You are correct, of course. Oh shit, this is the first difficult one in a while. Sorry, Aya. This is the first time we're voting against Aya. Oh, past 50. Past 50. Okay, now we're stopping. Now we're stopping. Sorry, it's so easy to just get like lost in those things. They're fun. Alright, time for 72. Yeah, we know that the number one on the list is gonna be Yachia. That's just like a guarantee. He is our favorite. We already know that. But we are very interested to see what the rest gonna end up. We think the top 10 is gonna be top 5. Let's predict top 5. We think it'll be Yachia, Kazen, No, Yachi and Miko, Kazen. Then maybe Marisa and Flandre, maybe? Oh shit, wait, what are we doing? Did we kill that guy? Yeah, we did. Okay. Go away, Sonic. We were confused.
I can zero in and attack enemies by pressing the A button in the middle of a jump. That's a Chaos Emerald.
Yeah, I mean, she's trans, and she's a prince. And she's fucking cool as hell. And yes, for those not aware, Miko in Toho is explicitly a trans woman. It's pretty cool. And she has a supervillain cape, correct. We've been meaning to cosplay her, but like with so much else, it's money. Can't afford making a cosplay, or either buying or making. We can't afford it.
Give me a hand.
Miko's one of those really funny ones when it comes to people trying to like negate the transness, because they have to basically go, no, she's not trans. She just used to be a boy and now she's a girl. Like, yeah. Yeah. You're describing one variant of a trans woman there. But, yeah. I mean, you're right. That is indeed what happened. Like, not even the bigoted Toho fans can, like, they can't act like she's not a girl, because, like, what they think trans means is they think it requires modern terminology and use of contemporary trans language and methods. Basically, Miko isn't trans because she didn't go on HRT and declare her new pronouns. The fact that she used magic to become a woman somehow negates her being trans because it's magic. It's silly. They do the same thing with a bunch of other characters, like Cagliostro in Grand Blue, the trans woman. In the exact same way. Like, Cagliostro used alchemy to craft herself a female body that she now uses and identifies with. But she's not trans, because that would mean that they have to let in the woke politics.
Anybody who gets in my way is my
Yeah, it's pathetic.
Perfect.
Attention! Emergency broadcast.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's people like that in every fandom. People who just reject the text and everything surrounding the text for the sake of refusing to consider that there might be progressive ideas there.
I can control which
Like, you have it in Toho, you have it in Sonic, you have it in Star Trek, you have it in absolutely everything. And to be fair, to be perfectly fair, sometimes there will be specifically things in these things that actually do align with something they believe in. It does happen. Like, nothing's a monolith. And similarly, there's also gonna be people, like leftist progressive people within fandoms, when the media very much is against the progressive stuff, and they just refuse to see that. Like that happens too. Cough, cough. Persona series. Cough, cough. But it's still more of a thing with bigots. Alt-right. Alt-right, or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, alternative facts in Eastern Utopia is literally like it's literally like an anti-MAGA thing that Zun did.
Out of the way.
I mean, it's telling that like the go-to thing that bigots use to align Toho with themselves is a fucking article from like Anime Maru, which like is a fucking parody website where Zun complained about people making the Toho characters into lesbians. Like that's literally a parody article in the style of like Clickhole or The Onion, you know. And they still, to this day, it's been like over 10 years, they still like cite that, like, look, Zun doesn't want lesbians. And it's like you're basically citing The Onion. And that's what you're doing right now. That's where you have landed in terms of like what your source material is. The same website once ran an article about the famous idol Yazawa Nico being caught in a romantic relationship at a shrine. Because they did like a fake tabloid kind of thing exposing Nico as a lesbian from Love Live. Do they think that's real? Do they think Love Live actually happened? Like, yeah. People are ridiculous. There's a classic like quote about Sonic where it's like, the only thing Sonic hates is the exact word. Hey Siri, what does Sonic hate? No, stop. What does Sonic the Hedgehog hate? Hey Siri, what does Sonic the Hedgehog hate? We think it's oppression. We don't remember what the exact wording is, but there's like a specific wording. Like the only thing Sonic hates is oppression. And like, biggest try to spin that, be like, oh, that means you shouldn't like oppress us for being right-wingers. And it's like, no, that's not what that means, you fucking imbecile. Like, yeah.
Sorry about this, but I'm taking this emerald. Perfect.
The only thing Sonic hates is oppression. That's the exact wording. That's from SEGA themselves. Hey.
This yellow drainage looks toxic. This saucer seems to hover above the ground, but it doesn't seem to go that high.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Welcome back, David.
Behold the ultimate power.
Okay.
The smaller
That's a really good use of the kiss control.
can home in on me.
Can get this level in sub 3 this time. Feels like it's. Yeah, definitely doable. Oh wait, I think it's 30 seconds from here.
I can use that for a burst of speed.
Nice, that's definitely our new best time-wise. For neutral mission.
I found it. The 4th emerald.
Yeah, like
Perfect.
Toho probably has like the most interesting depiction of hell ever. Like, it is really fascinating what they do. Especially how hell is like not just one place. Like hell is more than one place. There's several different hells, which of course like it's rooted in. That's something that exists in various belief systems, and like cultures. Obviously, like the word hell is more of a westernized way to proceed. It's
In this blue sky, staring at it from
the
afar.
Jikyo.
Have I seen it
Jikyo
before?
in Japanese. Is that accurate? I think it's Jikyo. Yeah, Toho does it really well. It's very, very fascinating.
The foolish scientists start to resist us. Use our cannons and blow the ships out of the sky. Use the X button to get in and out of that turret, and press the B button to destroy.
Oh, Shadow.
Jigoku.
Fancy running into you.
Jigoku, not Jikyo.
There's got to be some kind of
This is why we thought it was Jikyo.
source that's keeping these ruins afloat. Find it and destroy it. Those pulsating blobs are some kind of.
We're not fluent in Japanese. We're gonna just blame that.
God must have left it behind. It looks like it can.
We have been to Japan more than once, but that's not the same as being fluent. Ah, fuck off.
Destroy it. You can move and shoot while descending with the parachute.
To be fair, if you live in hell, like, you want what what was advertised, right?
Don't let them get away.
Remember hell in Atlantis 2?
Good. You destroyed the first power source. The temple is beginning to rumble. Hurry before this place collapses.
You have to like walk up the walls and file paperwork. Was in the Tibet story, I think. Wait, no, Tibet is the start of the game, right? It was. That story wasn't Tibet. Tibet is the location you started. Where is it? Oh. We really should know Atlantis 2 better, but Atlantis 2 is very confusing. We kind of wish we knew French, so we could play it in French and see if it makes more sense in French. But yeah, Atlantis is something alright. Still will play Atlantis 5 on stream. That is likely happening in May.
You need to destroy all the power sources. Turn back around. What are you doing? I think firearms won't be any good against soldiers. Strike them directly.
Yeah, the Atlantis games are made by French people. Actually, we're playing multiple French games soon, because we're playing that, and we're also playing Expedition 33. We want to play Expedition 33 on launch. We don't know if we can afford it on launch, but we're gonna try to. Hopefully our PC can handle it. They haven't released any like demo or anything to test it. We could get it for PS5 otherwise, but we might have to bring the PS5 here. Well, yeah, we're quite excited for that. Looks really promising, even though we hate that they're doing the whole like JRPGs. It's a different genre of game, so we're French, but we're making a JRPG. And it's like, and we know even Japanese people sometimes say that, but like it's such a ahistorical view of Japanese RPG. Like if you look at JRPGs from the 80s, they are like 80s Western RPGs. But the game itself looks great. We're insisting on calling it an FRPG. Honestly, we think that should just be a standardized thing in general. Like, why not slap the country that the main studio operates out of? Why not slap that onto like the start of the genre for every game? Why do we only do it for like Japan and Korea? You know, I mean, the reason is of course that it's like still considered exotic, you know. But like, it's a bad thing, obviously, to like do that. But they totally could normalize it as like a general thing. Like, we shouldn't really say Western RPGs. That makes no sense. Like, what do you mean Western RPG? Like, are you really saying a game developed in fucking France and like Russia and like Poland and America are like somehow like the same style of game? No, of course. Yes, Dark Souls is a JRPG. It's an RPG developed in Japan. And it follows Japanese design ideas. Because a lot of the game's ideas stem exactly, specifically from King's Bounty. They were not like Western RPGs. Well, what are some examples of actual Swedish RPGs? We have Drakar och Demoner, Stjärnornas brunn. That's one. If we ever end up making the RPG we wanted to do a few years ago, that would be a Swedish RPG. And we would happily advertise it as such.
Assess target priority. Multiple targets detected. Eggman combat robot detected. Destroy all
fuck's sake.
Human vital signs detected. Man attack craft Bigfoot approaching. Egg balloon shields damaged. Continuing assault.
Is Minecraft an SRPG? Yes, we would say so. There are people who don't agree that Minecraft is an RPG, but they're wrong. So don't listen to them.
Get on board.
There is no way to define an RPG in a way that encompasses what everyone considers an RPG without also including Minecraft. You just can't do it. Same way you can't actually distinguish what is an RPG without also including the Zelda games, and yet people insist on saying Zelda isn't an RPG. This is an action-adventure game, as if that means anything at all. Like, yeah, you know what else is an action-adventure game? Shadow the Hedgehog. Is it the same genre as Zelda? No.
Detected. Right dash opportunity present.
You see, Zelda's not an RPG because, not levels. Which, of course, is why Final Fantasy II is not an RPG. And Final Fantasy XIII is not an RPG. Right? Shit. We did not mean to activate that. I might have screwed us over. Yeah, we've been over this before. Like, people really do insist that like Zelda can't be considered an RPG, and like Nintendo themselves calls it an adventure game. But like, you can call every RPG an adventure game. Yeah, no, you're right. You are right, Fayleaf. Compared to most RPGs, it is different that the Zelda series mostly utilize gear. But that just means it's a gear-focused RPG. There are other games like that, you know?
Mission complete.
Because even like tabletop RPGs where like it's all gear-focused.
You can't escape me.
People are so like snowed in on RPG means D&D like, or RPG means Final Fantasy like. And it's like, no, it's like if you're going to have RPG be a genre, you need to allow it to not just be restricted to one style. Just like both Doom and Counter-Strike and Call of Duty are first-person shooters, yet are distinctly different, both Final Fantasy, Baldur's Gate, and Minecraft can be RPGs. It's not a problem. Personally, how we distinguish it is we look at like what is generally thought of as role-playing. And that's to say that you have like input on your character's role in some. This can be very simple. This can just be you equip different gear. This can be story options. This means that most games have RPG elements, just like most games have platformer elements, or most games have shooter elements these days. Like, that's fine. If it's the primary focus, then it's an RPG. That's how we view it. But we are also perfectly happy to just get rid of RPG as a term. Because yes, it is difficult to pin down otherwise. We could just get rid of it. We used to say, okay, if you want it to mean a specific style of game like D&D and Final Fantasy, call them stat-based adventures. Call them that, if that's what you're looking for, you know? But ultimately, in the end, yeah, Zelda's an RPG. If you want to argue it, Sonic Frontiers is an RPG. That one really goes hard on like the control of your role and like developing your character in some way. Character progression or party progression should be in the control of the player in some way. At that point, it's an RPG as far as we're concerned. And character progression is not the same as narrative progression or level progression. Character progression means you are affecting the character, who they are. Does that mean that Shadow the Hedgehog is an RPG?
Looks like the whole arc is
Yeah,
falling apart
sure.
around me.
But it's a platformer first and foremost. The platformer first, the shooter second. Maybe then you could argue it's an RPG, and at that point, why would you call it one? You can call it a platformer and a shooter. And now we have ranted about how we feel about the RPG genre.
Collapsing.
What really bugs us though is when people do the thing with Zelda and they're like, oh, Zelda isn't an RPG, and then I go, okay, Zelda 2 is an RPG, because in that game, you level up stuff. And it's like, in Breath of the Wild, you don't? Like, sorry, in what world is Breath of the Wild less of an RPG than fucking Oblivion? That was a mistake on our part.
Damn, not here.
Yeah, we've actually spent years arguing with people about this, and every single time we ask, okay, define an RPG then. Define what it means to be an RPG without just naming games. Define the genre in a way that includes the game you want, but does not include the games that we want there. If you can do that, we will accept the definition of an RPG. Hyeon. But people can't. People can't, because, like, either you get so restrictive that you can't include the games you want to include, or you forcibly include the games you have already said isn't an RPG. At that point, you either have to admit that the genre should be abolished, or you have to admit that the genre encompasses more than you initially thought of. Like, that's the only two options at that point. But people just get angry and yell at us for not understanding that Zelda is an RPG instead. Which, like, okay, do that if you want. Not gonna change our mind. Not gonna change the fact that, like, Japanese manuals and strategy guides and, like, articles in the fucking 80s already called it an RPG. Hi, Vector.
We got to make it to the computer room before the place collapses. Think you could give me a hand?
Yeah, but Sonic Frontiers, for example, like, because like we have this list of long-running franchises, right? We keep track of like which video game franchises have been running the longest. We like exemplify these according to we categorize these by genre. We have like one for FPS games, and we have one for RPGs. And we include like Zelda on that list. We include Harvest Moon on that list. Like, RPGs can be a lot of different things. And we were like, okay, should we include Sonic? Because Sonic Chronicles is absolutely an RPG first. Right? It is an RPG first. And any other genre it is comes after that. To us, fucking serious. He didn't jump again!
Not here.
To us, that's like, if the first or secondary genre you would pick is an RPG, you can go on the list. If it would fall after that, you don't go on the list. But so Sonic Chronicles, clearly an RPG. Then we got the Sonic Frontiers. We were like, shit, is Sonic Frontiers an RPG? We don't know. Like, it has all the elements. It has character progression. It has, like, fucking questing. It has, like, an open-ended world. You literally get experience to level up, to use on your skill tree. But then again, all of these things also apply to Sonic Unleashed. Is Sonic Unleashed an RPG? Maybe. you have more character progression control of the Werehog in Sonic Unleashed than you do Sonic in Sonic Frontiers. So it's like, okay, maybe they should go on the list then. Maybe Sonic is a long-running RPG series. Sonic Adventure famously started as the idea of, hey, we want to make a Sonic RPG. Then we stop and think, okay, no, but what's their primary genre? Sonic Frontiers is an open-world collectathon, platformer, and brawler. The RPG elements are there, they're a key component, but they're not the main thing. They are not, like, one of the first things you consider when you exemplify what makes that game. Same thing with Sonic Unleashed. It's a platformer. It's an action game. It's a brawler. It's beat 'em up. RPG comes very far down the list. It comes on the list. It ends up being there. We hate this room. But it's far down. So it's like, no, they don't go on the list. And that's how we do it. Because, like, people will always say, like, well, if you're that loose in the definition, everything is an RPG. And it's like, no, because the tiered genres matter. Things can have RPG elements, but if that's not the thing that, like, mainly defines the game, then it's not an RPG. Then it's a game with RPG elements. And those are different things. Most games have RPG elements, after all. Oh, that could have gone really badly. That could have gone really badly. We almost had to start over. Okay.
Damn, not here.
Homestuck is an interesting thing because it's a game, it's a comic, it's like an ARG. It's a lot of things. There's probably an RPG involved there. Probably. Wouldn't surprise us. We're not really a Homestuck person, but it definitely feels like something they would do. Imagine if we had our chaos control ready here. Imagine if Shadow had jumped when he was supposed to. He would have had it. Yeah, our issue is not when people... Our issue is not that people don't consider Zelda an RPG, it's that they're inconsistent. Like, if you are gonna come to us and be like, you can't consider this a blank, then you need to have a definition you can adhere to. Otherwise, how come we have a definition but you don't and we're wrong? Like if you can define RPG and leave out the Zelda games in doing so, cool. In that case, you are perfectly valid for not considering Zelda to be an RPG. You're not grab onto this if you're in a vehicle. That's all you can do with the saucer. But yeah. Yeah, so this is where you get chaos control if you have almost full bar going in here. You kill one of these chaos guys and you can skip basically this entire section, which is nice. You can't do that. Is there a key here? No. Did we get this key yet? Three. Yes, we did. What's a Sporkle quid? There a key here? No.
Grab onto that rocket and use it to get over there.
Actually, you know what's even more annoying than people saying that we can't consider selling an RPG? It's when we define RPG, we explain what we consider things to be an RPG, them going, why do you care so much about defining RPG? When they're the ones telling us we can't call Zelda an RPG! Like, sorry, hello. The call is coming from inside the house. Like, we're not the problem here.
For what reason do I exist? The answers are just up ahead.
Focus a quiz website. Okay. So it's like, guessing it's like a writing thing. So it's like different from like, what's the one called? Kahoot. Just the options thing. We do want to start hosting a quiz. We really want to do a game show stream. That's something we've been wanting to do for years. Yeah, exactly, Oni. We agree. Like, it's fine not to care, but if you're gonna argue with us, then you are clearly like the one taking an issue and caring, and you don't get to like ask us why we care. Like, what the fuck? It's just rude and like unnecessary. Like, if that's honestly how you feel, and you're not just saying it because you lost the argument, just say, okay, I don't care. That's fine. You can say that.
If you're high enough, you should be able to strike directly. His aim with those meteors is just about perfect. Make sure you run from them.
Yeah. Okay, we have to wait now.
Try jumping to avoid the boomerang attack.
You traitor! Do not think that this is over.
This is what I must do for my atonement.
That's gotta be an A rank, right? Booyah!
Perfect.
Means we only have one boss left to do an A rank on. Final boss. Oh, but that was the ending where Shadow becomes depressed. Fallen Angel of Despair. Have a look at our A ranks. Oh, look at that. Wait, what? We have A rank in Cosmic Fall? Oh, we don't need to get it. We can just look for keys. Too bad we didn't think of that. Space Gadget. We need to do Dark A rank on Space Gadget. Okay. Okay. And Dark Final Haunt. Okay, we're gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Back in a sec. in what might be the funniest moment in this entire fundraiser, which you didn't get to see. We went to the bathroom to go pee and popped our limiters off to be able to do so because they were restricting our arms. We literally like got there like, alright, had to get out of the 1C and like had them clamped on here, so it was like koof. Ah, that was funny. Okay. Time to continue the Toho sorter. It's strange that Andrea's not playing with the hidden Wind Waker outfit Shadow has in this game. I used to do it in 327th route run. Yeah, it is. Honestly, if you want to learn how to mod Shadow the Hedgehog, that'd be great, because there are so few fun character mods. And it'd be so fun to do a few of them. Alright, we're continuing Toho sorter. Mamizo. Yeah, Komachi. Oh, this is the real difficult one. Yureko, Yureko, Koichi. And oh, not difficult because Miko is here, but oh, there it is. It was gonna happen eventually. It was inevitable. Hey, Reimu Bean. Who should we vote for? Reimu. Hey, Marisa Bean. Who should we vote for? The Ordinary Girl? This is actually difficult. We love Reimu and Marisa. But we are against doing a tie, so Marisa. Yeah. Nightbot. Oh. Oh fuck. Nitori. A lot of difficult matchups. Tutorial? I'm not sure who you said that about, but no. Or yes. I mean, it's Toho and Undertale and Toho are basically siblings. Oh shit. Um. Bunny, Moon Bunny, or Vampire? Everyone's saying Bunny. Vampire. Wow, this is taking a while. We're almost 600 clicks. Fuck. Oh no. Okay. Genji. 12. Oh, we're at 69. Nice. What time is it? Where's her phone? 15:20. Okay. Ah. Itori. Once upon a time, Chirno was her favorite. Long ago now. Ah, there it is. There it is. The battle will decide the #1 space. Happens here. At 73. Sadly, it's not difficult. Lyrica. Come back, Moto. I have a bit off finishing that. Before you ask, Andrea, how do you remember and know all these characters? We don't! If it's a character we don't remember or recognize, we pick the one we like more, or do recognize, or the one that we think looks nicer. Whether or not hot dog is a sandwich. So yes. Oh, this is the battle for the ages. Answer is, if I ask someone to get me a sandwich, there's an approximate 0% chance I will get a hot dog. True. So you would agree then, if you ask for an RPG, there's a good chance you might get a Zelda game, right? That's definitely something that like could fall in that. That's not like Sonic Frontiers is like a 0% one there. Like yeah, that's an RPG, but also no. Yeah, exactly. We agree. Oh wait, no, this might be the deciding one for the top spot, actually. Oh yeah, here it is. Second place goes to the trans girl or Kazen. Kazen's great. We love Kazen. She's from the manga originally. She has a demon. She has a prosthetic arm. And she has a demon inside of her. Ah, it's come to this. Scarlet Sisters. Yeah, no, we're doing all of it. We're finishing it. We don't know if we're gonna have time to do anything after finishing the next run. If we even have time for the next run. Yeah. Every time you do a sorter, you do end up in these grooves where you're just like clicking on one for a long time because of the way the sorter works. And so it's so important to remember to read and look before you click, so you don't just accidentally click wrong. Because this one has an undo button, which is great. We should steal this for our Sonic one, actually. Yeah. Alright, we are done! Let's have a look, shall we? Our top list is Yachie, Miko, Kazen, Marisa, Scarlet, Reimu, Scarlet, Flandre, Reimu, Remilia, Renko, Abislavli, Hecatea, and Nitori. Yeah, you know what? That sounds about right. Okay, let's zoom out so we can get all of them in one. Can you even read that? That's not really okay. So here's the bottom. Yeah. We hope that they would have pictures for all of them. I understand why they don't, though. I mean, it's 166 characters. 1,030 clicks. Those placement is Shingyoku male. Hey, Rinosuke is all the way up here. Yeah, so characters used to be our favorite. You know, right there. Like I say. Erin. Honestly, the top 26 we're very much in agreement of. Then it's a little bit mixed on how we feel how it landed. Where's the fish? The fish is there. 160. I've got them. There were a few of these we did not recognize at all. And we probably should have like clicked in just the games that... oh, wait. 10! Yay! We get the top 10 images. Those are our girls. Maybe we were too mean to Yuki. Maybe Yuki should have been high. Yeah, let's have a look at the Sonic Stadium thing. See if they've done anything, any new championship. Yeah, so there hasn't really been any update there. Makes sense. I mean, they would not do another one like this close to the one they just did. We do hope they make more ones. This was fun. Yeah. Gonna give you a little bit better look at our beans. So this is the Reimu bean. Hey. Officially licensed by Taito. Here's the Marisa bean. We actually have a lot of Toho stuff back home. But, yeah. Okay, so it's 15:36. I think we're gonna call it a night day. Call it the day here. We'll see when the next stream is. But once again, we would like to remind you all this is a fundraiser, and even if you donate when we're not streaming, your messages will be read aloud the next stream. So we will not be skipping you or anything. Don't worry. We'd like to give a very special thank you to those who donated this stream. Moto, who donated for the Sonic Forces incentive. See the incentives here. Please, if you can, do donate. If you can't donate, that's fine. But please share the link so others can do it. We also like to give a very special thank you to our wonderful regular supporters. Ahmed G, Alana D, Aya, Arrow of Dirt, Haley, He's King 21, Fade Leaf, Garden, Haruhase, Hikari Niyume, Hokase, James N, Jonathan H, Jules, It's Dubs, Luz Queen, Michael Rosenblum, Moto, Rain, Ralph H, Rum Ray, Sagan Music, 7 Round 7s, Shadow Winchester, Sean Peterson, Spreadable News, Turbot 11, and the Clayody. And we'll see you next stream. And don't forget that Oni is streaming tomorrow. I think Oni is streaming Zelda tomorrow. Master Quest. Ocarina of Time Master Quest. So yeah, look forward to that. And see you next stream.